Hello and welcome to Wallas Toy Reviews. I am Wallas and today I'm going to show you how to transform Deluxe Autobot Gears from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen line. We are going to transform Gears from vehicle mode to robot mode and then from robot mode to vehicle mode. To transform Gears into his robot mode, we first have to grab the vehicle mode and specifically get our hands on the front section with the front wheels, which we then gently push down to untab it from the front windshield and from the sides, and we push it down enough to safely remove this plate from under the windows. This is a double hinge. We first want to use this hinge closer to the front wheels. So we first take care of that and then use the second hinge to cover the rear wheels. We repeat this action on the other side. So the first hinge over here, then this one, like this. Now we can separate the legs. And this whole panel will flip behind the shins. So we have to rotate this so that it goes above the hinge of the feet, so we can try to pry these apart. This process is designed this way so there's no chance of you breaking either of these by just gently rubbing them off against each other. Now we can flip down the front of the foot and flip out the heel. And again, same over here. We rotate the whole front of the car behind the leg until it lands behind the knee and will not move any further. We drop down the foot, drop back the heel spur, and the legs are done. Now let's take care of the top. So as you can see, we have all of this to split apart, which is an easy task. And over here we have two hinges, one that connects the arms to the chest and one that moves these panels to the back of the chest. We can start with this one over here. So we grab the wheels and just rotate everything on this black hinge, like this and like this. And now we can take care of the other hinge that moves this closer to the front. So we push it back so that the arms are closer to this back. It's not a very big motion, but still it gives extra room for the arms, and to give extra room for the elbows we have to unpack them, so they are right now in a diagonal position, which we want to straighten out by pushing this further out, like this. We can also bend the elbow one point, if we so choose, or one click. Yes, and yes again. And now for cosmetics we can flip out these panels that hit the fists if they haven't done this on their own. We can also flip out this from the back. And finally, we get our hands on this flap from the rear bumper. We pull it back, and as we do it, this will flip out the head and it will gently click into position. And with that said, Gears Robot Mode is now complete for you to cosmetically adjust it as you please. And for further shapeshifting in Robot Mode, if just slightly, we can also extend the arms using the built-in gimmicks in the forearms. We have a separate grey piece over here. If we slide it back, this extends the fist slightly. Well, I suppose that counts as some kind of transformation, so there we have it. And now it's time to transform Gears back into his vehicle mode. To start going into vehicle mode, we first have to get rid of Gears' head. To do that, we have to get our hands on this back flap, rotate it forward until it touches the head, and then we shove it all down, along with the head. Now we can take care of the arms, which we first have to collapse on the elbow joint, which has to go upward diagonally from this perspective. So we straighten it out and then align everything into a single line. While we are at it, we can also close down the rear and front windshields. And to repeat the action on the other end, collapse this together, fold this down, And now we can work on the legs to give some variety from the vehicle mode transformation. So first we push the heel spurs into the front of the legs or feet, and now we rotate them up so that they are closer to the shins. And now we have to rotate this whole front section of the car so that it covers the feet. So we rotate it on this hinge behind the wheels, and if you meet some resistance, don't mind it. This toy is designed to actually work around this. If you stretch everything a bit, this will be still fine for the toy. So again, rotate this over the feet. This time it gave no resistance. Now we can combine the feet using these two pegs and according slots. And we are having a nice car shaping already. Now we can pull this down to make room for the transformation of the top of the robot. And now we can go to the back where we have wheels almost touching each other. We have to use this hinge over here to push this to the front so that the wheels are in vehicle mode position, like so. And now we have to get both of these halves of the roof together using a second hinge over here, so we align everything closer to each other, and using these tabs we further make sure it stays together. Now we have to take care of these flaps from the back, so using first this hinge closer to the wheel, we rotate this, and then using this secondary hinge we rotate it again, and there's a small tab. It does not connect to anything, it just stops this part from going any further into the inside of the toy. If everything is aligned properly, that is. So again, first this hinge, and then this hinge, and a tab to keep us in the right place. And now the finishing touch, we have to align everything so that the front of the car tabs in over here and over here. If it doesn't tab in properly, you may have to wiggle things a bit, but it's very simple. And once we are done with this step, Gears' vehicle mode is now complete. And that's all for this transformation guide. I hope it was useful to you, and if there's any other transformer or shape-shifting toy you would like to see transformed on screen, let me know. I'll see what I can do about it. Also, a separate video review where I talk how I actually feel about this toy may be coming. Anyway, I'll be seeing you in the next video, and until then, stay well. Thank you for watching.